I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Some people have been asking me how they can start cooperatives. How do you start a cooperative? Number one, you must form a cooperative with people with common interest. Like the last video I did, School Proprietors Association. They found out that they needed a financial base, a pool of resources to help themselves. So people with common interest. I know a secondary school just across here, Odo Grammar School, just across this express road. The teachers in that particular school formed a cooperative. So you can form a cooperative from a community with those who are ready to cooperate with you. You form a cooperative with commonality. That is, we are farmers. We are cocoa farmers. We are pig farmers. We are poultry farmers. We are hoteliers. And then we are water producers. So such kind of association can own a cooperative. We are men in a church. We are women in a church. We are members of the Nigeria Police Force. So Nigeria Police Cooperative Society, Police Officers Wives Association. So commonality, cooperation, common interest, common vision, common challenges that you want to overcome and objectives to attain will make you form a cooperative. The next thing is that you can be even in the diaspora and form a cooperative amongst yourself, like the Urobo Progress Union in America, North and South America, where Dr. Olorogu Dr. Onome Dema is the president. You can form a cooperative. The Urobos in Dallas can form a cooperative. Urobos in Maryland can form a cooperative. Urobos in London can form a cooperative. Warri Wafi cooperative. Those of you from the Warri axis, you can form a cooperative wherever you are, even in Dubai and elsewhere. So you look for people with common interests. Then, if you have a place where you go to regularly, maybe you play snooker, you play football, you mix in a place, tell them, why can't we form a cooperative instead of just coming to drink here, coming to play games? We can form a cooperative. Then you explain the basic principles I have explained to you about cooperatives. You can form a cooperative and pool your resources together. You can incorporate, you should incorporate the cooperative based on the laws of that land and select a leader, like as I've said, who is a disciplined person, who is a resourceful person, who is an enterprising person, who has managed his money well, who has a reputation he is willing to protect. Then you get a lawyer to draft the constitution, register it with the relevant authorities, get a venue for the meeting. In the beginning, the venue should not be too big. I have one in my school that they come there. My lawyer and his friends started it, and it has grown. You can just, where you meet once a month, the rent must not be too high so that it does not eat deep into your finances. The next thing is that make sure you manage it as a business entity. Don't spend so much on entertainment. Don't spend so much on entertainment and frivolities. If people are coming to join, there are drinks and whatever they bring. I know a cooperative in town. They have several dozens of bottles of Campari. Because people who are coming to join come with bottles of Campari. The executive will not just share them and shark them. They keep them. They keep them. So when they have ceremonies, they have to bring from there. So don't during the cooperative meeting, don't just be guzzling the money the people are bringing in. You'll find out that you won't have enough dividends to share. The cooperative my wife runs, there are people who find her too hard because she will say this, we don't need two rappers. One rapper is enough for us members of executive. We don't need so amount of money. But some people feel that just being in the executive is an opportunity for them to amass money. No. Cooperative is run for the corporate interest. And you must manage it the way you will manage another man's property that is in your hand. So then you decide on the kind of persons that you want to bring in. So, and you must conduct an interview for whoever wants to come. There are people I introduced to a cooperative. A lot of them messed up. Oh, my mentor, but very bad character. So they messed up, took loans, and they ran away. And as much as possible, if you are running a cooperative, husband and wife, they are there. If you are giving them loans, give them according to what is there. And the husband cannot sign for the wife. Let other people sign. Because if the husband signs for the wife and they default, you discover that you can't recoup your money. So let other people sign for them. If other people sign for them, then you have two people to hold responsible for the default. Unless the wife is not owing, the husband is not owing, one can sign for the other person. So try as much as possible to make your cooperative meetings very business-like, very smart. Don't waste too much time, straight to the point, and treat your members with respect. Treat your members with respect. Respect their time. And then don't turn it to a social club in the sense that you come for cooperative meeting like those of us in the Niger Delta, you first put cola down, then you break cola. You're wasting time. It's a business meeting. It's a business meeting. And from recent occurrences in Ogeli in particular, where robbers went to cooperative meetings because people were coming with cash, run a cashless meeting. Tell people to pay their monies into the bank and come with the tellers or come with checks. Don't gather money in the cooperative meeting. And avoid cash being in the hands of people. Let people pay directly to the bank. It saves your people from being tempted and being corrupted. Lead me not into temptation. It's cheaper than deliver us from evil, according to Bishop Sam Oyede. And then there are times you now do recruitment drive when the cooperative is still young. You try as much as possible to encourage your members to bring people to come and join. When the cooperative becomes stable and buoyant, you'll discover that it is people that are struggling to join. I found one thing with cooperatives. It's like the biblical scripture that to him who has, more will be given. I found that there are cooperatives that are doing well, cooperatives that have millionaires and multi-millionaires. I went to speak to a cooperative, Elephant Cooperative, Multipurpose Cooperative Society. 3 streets before the venue of the hall, cars blocked everywhere. It's like a political meeting. Cars everywhere. They want to buy somewhere in the express road now because there's no space for them to park cars. Streets, several streets around the place blocked with cars of members of the cooperative. And they had to put security at the gate into the hall because the hall was filled to the brim with the most prominent citizens in Ogeli. So if you run your cooperative well, it is for your own benefit. More people will come. And don't play with people's money. You might end up in prison, or you end up in somewhere you don't want to be. So you can start a cooperative, run it. For those of you in the diaspora, you can run a cooperative in such a way that you pay in monies from different parts of that country and have an executive that can even meet online. Your technology there is better, your network is better. Meet online and discuss online until you have a time where you will come together and sort out things. So you can form a cooperative in the diaspora. And if people can be working from home remotely, you can run a cooperative remotely in the diaspora. If you have a good reputation, you have a good character. If you have the idea, look for somebody who has integrity that you can build the cooperative around. I told you we started one with a group of people in Qatar, and I believe it is doing well. So that's what I have to share with you about cooperatives. If there are any questions, send to me on +234 705213 6763. These lectures I have shared with you are worth ₦1,000,000 if I share them to cooperatives. I want you to value them, share them to people, and subscribe to this channel, and go to my online bookstore, petrapublications.com, and get more materials. You will see more materials there. And support this channel, as I've said. Support this channel with whatever you can. Support this channel. We need equipment, we need router, we need so many things. We need cameras, we need microphones that can muffle noise, we need editing systems and all that. God bless you.